It's extremely important to choose your profession carefully, just as it's important to be selective in the choice of your life partner. In fact, in terms of sheer number of hours spent, you will end up spending more time at work than you will with your spouse. If we take an conservative estimate of an 8-hour workday, 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year, for a career that spans from the age of 25 till 65, you will be working 80,000 hours in your life. And if that work is frustrating and unfulfilling, that is nobody's idea of a happy life. Instead, if you enjoy your work, at least 1/3 of your day is nicely taken care of. So what should be our criteria in choosing an appropriate career? Firstly, how important is money? Money can help you buy the goods, necessities, and luxuries that you need. But satisfaction at work doesn't come from salary. Instead, from what you do moment to moment, hour to hour, and day to day. So if the work is engaging, it then becomes enjoyable. Secondly, the work should provide opportunities to grow. Boredom sets in when the learning curve flattens out. Then work starts seeming mechanical and tedious. As long as there are opportunities to grow as a person, to enhance your skill sets, and further your professional trajectory, the excitement remains in the work. Thirdly, your profession should be something that is making a difference in the lives of people. Take inspiration from Indra Nui. In the year 2006, the PepsiCo Worldwide Board selected her as CEO of the PepsiCo Corporation. However, less than 2 years later, the global economy worldwide was plunged into the Great Depression. Indra Nui was brave. On one side was the pressure from the shareholders and the corporate board to adopt policies that would maximize short-term profit. On the other hand was a growing perception amongst the people of the unhealthy soft drinks and snacky foods that PepsiCo was producing. Indra Nui adopted policies to develop healthy food product lines. PepsiCo was also notorious for producing 1 billion non-biodegradable plastic bottles for their products. Indra Nui made a conscious shift for going for biodegradable packaging. She also insisted that PepsiCo in the US adopt renewable sources of energy. And the consequence of this policy shift was that Fortune Corporation in the year 2009 selected her as the most powerful businesswoman in the world. So when we see our work as contributing value to the lives of people in a smaller or bigger way, it fills us with a sense of purpose that gives satisfaction. Next, the work should be difficult. If I were to ask you, you have a choice. Do you want an easy task or a difficult one at work? You will say, Swamiji, if there's a choice, I would rather go for the easy project. But the fact is, when you do something that is easy, it never gives fulfillment. Joy comes when you need to exert yourself, and at the end you get the sense of accomplishment. So the work should be such that it exerts you just a little beyond your comfort zone, not so much that you get completely stressed out. Again, it should be a career that is in line with your skill sets. For when you are good at something, you will naturally get the better jobs. And in those better jobs, you will be assigned to the more important projects. And then because of your skill set, when you perform well, it will give you a sense of accomplishment. In a zoo, one mama camel and baby camel were discussing. The baby said, Mommy, why do we creatures have these big humps on our back? That's because we are desert animals, my child. We need the water for long journeys over the sand. The child again asked, Mommy, why do we have these big feet? My child, because we need to walk on the loose sand, it helps us maintain our stability. But Mommy, why do we have these long eyebrows? You see, my child, when the desert winds blow, it helps protect our eyes from the sand. If that is the case, Mommy, said the baby camel, then why are we not in the desert? Why do we find ourselves in the zoo? Likewise, you do not wish to be a square peg in a round hole. You wish to find a career that matches your skill set. And finally, the work environment should be supportive. It is said that people don't leave jobs, they leave bosses. If your work environment is such that it's nurturing, conducive, and positive, naturally it will become a big plus. Let us see what the Golden Rules book has to say in this regard. People who succeed in their profession are the ones who find fulfillment, meaning, and growth opportunities in their work. Therefore, choose your career and your job thoughtfully. Remember, you will be spending almost 1/3 of your adult life at work.